interesting year. And I'm going to say a few things that I've been thinking about. I did have the opportunity to go see Eli last week with my mother, who was at Baylor getting some care, and he had been on her prayer list at her church since last February. And so we went in and met Mom and Dad and his brother, who was just as good looking as Eli. And Eli was asleep. He was in some deep pain and had some morphine, so he was not awake at the time. But it was such a blessing to get to be with the family just for a few moments, and my mother said a prayer. But throughout the years, Eli's been with us since 2007, June, and Candace, as some of y'all know, brought him from, well, he was transferred from Florida, from another Nuterra facility in Florida, and we got to know him over the years, and lots of us had many things in common with him. He did at one time work for a nursery, so we'd always talk to him about plants and flowers, and he had a lot of history with that. He and I shared a love of Madonna and museums, and we went out several times and had great fun. Eli showed us courage. He showed us strength. He showed us grace under pressure. He never, ever, ever once complained, ever, about anything as far as his illness went. He was such a gentleman. Every time he answered the phone, he said, "Ma'am," because he had a 99.9% chance of being correct.
Y'all got strength.
Right. And as you said, many things I reflect off that. We are with each other 8 hours a day. He is the primary connection with all the offices, with all our surgeons, all our schedulers. He's the first person who would touch our patients and provide us with those patients for us to care for and for us to be a part of their lives. And he made sure every day that everything ran smoothly. He would oftentimes get up out of his chair and come and look for us, each of us, if he had questions. He would have his whatever note, a piece of paper in his hand. That's what I see when I walk around here. I think about him. I think about his name on the phone, his name in my email, sitting at his desk. He had a connection with each one of y'all. He touched your lives. You know, Keisha said we should all be wearing flip-flops and shorts, because probably twice I've seen him in pants, and maybe once I've seen him in solid shoes, and that's when snow was on the ground. But he always had on cargo shorts, flip-flops, a t-shirt, and mirrored sunglasses that were oh so cool. He did his best. He gave us his best to the very, very last day. He did everything he could, everything in his power, and he gave it his all. He used to say, if I would be dressed up kind of like this, not in my scrubs, he'd say, "Well, look at you." He had so many just wonderful, comforting things that he did every day, and not too many things that ever drove you crazy. But we love him, and we're so sad that he's gone, and I know we're all going up and down, and we're all here for each other.